Platchums!
Dan, do you remember Gamesville, that video game show hosted by two absolute hunks that clearly didn't play video games?
Of course I do.
You know, the ones that are always slightly judgmental and look like they're only using this as a stepping stone to further their modeling career.
Prince.
A bad rock star from the late 80s.
Persians, a race of people living around 400 BC.
Sand covers 30% of the Earth's surface.
Time, an irreversible progression from past through present to future.
So who cares?
I don't like sand.
Do you remember the Games Guru where it was like, oh, he knows a lot about games, so he must be like a hermit who wears a Jedi cloak and lives in like a stairwell?
Was that the guy who was like who was in the attic or something?
Yeah. It's like he's
yeah.
a gamer, so like us two buff sexy dudes must laugh at him, and he lives in an attic, you know.
Guru, you should learn to blink now and again. It might improve your eyesight.
Clearly living on, I don't know, pot noodle and like energy drinks.
Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Possibly has a conviction against him, but can I be that games guru to people? Although, don't you want to be just like the man that lived in the attic with a restraining order against him?
I feel like we're kindred spirits in many ways.
Yes. The Plat Guru. Okay,
Yeah.
we can be your guru, baby. We can be your guru, okay?
If it is knowledge you seek, then knowledge you shall have.
So, we have been inundated with questions, looking to get what's in here, the knowledge. Okay, no, wait, we have one question, and it's for you. No, no one asked me.
Where did this question come from?
From the Discord, right?
Oh, okay.
So I made a point. I said, look, I'll get in touch with the guru. I don't know if he'll, you know, show you the time. I don't know why they're asking you. Like, I mean, I have some knowledge too. I mean, like, I mean, but whatever. I'm not taking it personally.
Yeah.
I'm
more guru-y.
Oh yes, floating a man in space that knows everything about games. So, Mr. Dan, the Plat Guru, right?
I feel like I'm going to give a very bad answer to this, but yeah, let's.
It couldn't be any worse than the guy who got paid to like pretend to be like, I don't know, Obi-Wan on crack cocaine, like up in the attic. From Crouching Otter, all right. I'd love to hear Dan's account of getting the Dead Cells plat and 100%, especially the harder trophies to make up the platinum, such as the highest difficulty playthrough, the Cursed Sword playthrough, and the no-hit challenges on the bosses. Mr. Guru, or Dan, what is your answer to that with your wealth of knowledge?
Oh god. Oh, this is backfired. Okay, so
wait a minute, the games guru is a liar? What?
This feels like you know, seeing how the sausage is made kind of thing. And I know that that Dibble's going to give me a hard time from Missing Collectible about this.
I can already hear his judgmental like comments.
Yeah,
whispering in the ether.
So Dead Cells is an interesting one because Dead Cells started off and it was like a super ultra rare platinum. It was like, you know, just hovering over the like 1% in my memory, at least. It might have been a bit different, but those playthroughs were crazy hard. And then they kept adding DLC to it and stuff like that. And then they added drumroll, accessibility mode.
You didn't check for an accessibility mode, Otter, honestly.
Okay, so did I use accessibility mode? Yes, I did for a lot of the harder trophies. Absolutely. Did I use it for the whole thing? No, not the whole thing or anything. Now,
I very guess, unguru of you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me get this off my chest first. That I feel like trophies, we should go for the path of least resistance when going for trophies. You know, because everyone has, you know, as long as it's something that isn't like a cheat, you know, everyone has the same pathway to the trophy. You know what I mean? I guess it's I bring back the Hollow Knight argument time and time again, but
it's almost case law in the platinum world.
It's
case law.
Like the Hollow Knight plat is there. So then my issue with the Hollow Knight plat is that you have people who pretend that they don't use the exploit, but it's clear, that they have used the exploit.
The
Or
guru sees through
and,
you. He knows
and
you
then,
lie.
but then even people who didn't use the glitch or whatever, the exploit for the invincibility,
No one,
then
but no one
their
believes them.
validity is called into question. Exactly. So, like for me, I guess I will always kind of go for the easiest way, because I'm in it for the plat. I'm gonna get the plat and get out, a lot of the time. I played Dead Cells mainly for some trophy competition that we're in, because it's a really rare game.
Mhm.
Now, even with accessibility mode, some of the trophies in Dead Cells are still tough. Like the accessibility mode can turn enemy health down and enemy damage done to you down, as far as I'm aware, and trap damage down. But for things like the no hits and stuff like that, you still have to not get hit, for example. Now, some of the no hit runs I got normally without using accessibility mode, because there are certain bosses that are pretty easy. Like I would say most of the base game bosses are fairly easy, except for maybe the last boss. And the guy who looks like what's he called? Oh my goodness.
Mel Gibson.
Conjunctivitis, I think he's called, or something.
Conjunctivitis.
You get you can get the conjunctivitis, or I have to Google this just because I'm conjunctivitis.
So it's not Mel Gibson.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
let me just double check. Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah, it is actually called conjunctivitis. So yeah, that boss is tough because there's so many crazy little things flying around, and they inevitably hit you. So two things that I can offer that kind of maybe expose what a fraud I am.
Bestow the knowledge.
Yeah,
Trust me,
so-
you're definitely your man that was on Games was way more of a fraud. He was like, I'm gonna go be an actor. And then it's like, oh, so what's that show you're doing? Trust me, don't watch it. Just don't watch it. I miss
So-
those shows though.
yeah, that was a different time,
It's nice. There was an earnest tackiness to them.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
earnest.
Much like Platchums.
Much like no, this is just tacky. This is just shite.
Yeah, no charm. So in Dead Cells, you can back up your save, or you don't even need to back up your save, as far as I remember. What you can do is, like, once you make a hard save, when you die, you can like continue back to the hard save or something like that. Because I think you can turn on with the accessibility modes, like, respawns or whatever, or like revives or whatever. So I remember what I did was, for the conjunctivitis guy, for example, because he is notoriously difficult to no hit, what I was doing was I would do the no hit, like kind of stage 1, then I would make like a hard save, and then if I got hit a second time on the next stage, I would just let myself die, and then I would reload the save, and then I'd be able to kind of have a second attempt at it, or however many attempts I needed to get it. That works for all the no-hit trophies in Dead Cells, even the lighthouse. The lighthouse is probably the hardest trophy, because you can't get hit by anything, and it's a really, really long sequence. But if you use hard saves, that can work, except one of the issues I remember was, you can kind of, if you hard save and then come back in, it'll actually soft lock you, and then you have to restart the run. There's little things like that, but with the accessibility mode, you can definitely turn some of those like crazy, crazy difficult trophies into, either trivial situations, or trivial trophies, or just much more manageable trophies. I would suggest, just to give the standard disclaimer, try and play the game, normally as much as you can, but I guess the person who's asked this has played it
It's
plenty
shite.
and is probably way better than me. But
I'm only joking, Crouching
it's
Otter. We love you, really.
it's
We love you.
yeah, no, I remember Crouching Otter is I think they have a super good trophy list. So
Yeah.
yeah, so sorry if accessibility mode is a bad answer to that question, but it's certainly
But if you want the
a
trophies,
functional one.
yeah, it's a functional one. So, Crouching Otter, you just
Um,
got some Platinum Guru knowledge blasted up your ass. You're welcome.
and I would like extend this to basically everything. Like, you can, I guess for trophies, I never care too much about like the personal journey, you know what I mean? I just want the trophy. I don't want the
I don't
the
give a shit if
satisfaction
you enjoyed it.
of like, so for example, like sometimes I will play a game like Skyrim and I will give myself a specific situation that I need to play the game in, like I can't steal anything, or I can't kill uh, I can't kill
Yeah, but Skyrim
people,
allows for that kind of
whatever,
fun,
for
that
those
kind
fun, yeah,
of your own self-created barriers or, obstacles or, it's
exactly.
role
And
playing.
yeah, and the same for like things like I love doing Pokemon Nuzlocke as well, and that just makes the game like a lot harder. And I just do that for fun, for the challenge. But then I guess when I look at a trophy list, I immediately try to go for what is the beeline to the platinum. Obviously, like I'll play the game for fun or whatever, especially if it's a game I'm going to enjoy. Like we mentioned, The Last of Us Part 2 in our last video,
Mm-hmm.
and that's I just played the game without even going for collectibles or anything, just to play the game. But if I'm trying to get the platinum, I will go for the easiest way possible, and that's why I love the guide maker on YouTube, OptiNoob. He's like
Mm-hmm.
he's got the best guides ever, because he just says this is how you get every single trophy in like 2 hours of this game that should take you
Yes,
40 hours.
some say he's the real Platinum Guru.
Yeah, I would definitely bestow him the Platinum Guru title, because he is the best guides.
Well, I hope you're happy now that Crouching Otter and you're satisfied with that answer. So
This is a really inefficient like guru thing, because I've just given away, the secret to my power on the first question. Like,
I use accessibility mode for everything.
yeah,
Every single Platinum accessibility mode.
yeah,
Well, look, thanks for watching. And if you have any other Platinum Guru, there is another Guru here as well.
yeah.
Just saying a
I feel like,
Platinum
wait, we
Vanquish.
can't end it there. I feel like we have to give you a question too, or something.
But not out of pity, out of like desire for my rich
Yeah, yeah.
knowledge.
What? How about the Metal Gear Solid? I know that you played that. Is that a game? Although you're thinking of doing the video on that, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's better for an entire
Well,
video.
I mean, I can give a little nugget. Like, if you're worried about the speed run,
Sure.
there is the DARPA Chief skip, which essentially puts you right in the torture room within 8 minutes or 5 to 8 minutes of loading the game.
Oh wow.
So that makes the speed run kind of trivial, if you're going for it. So on my third playthrough, because I wasn't really aware that, or I've never played the game like that. So for me, that was actually kind of exciting to play a game that I finished umpteen times, to play it in a new way and to realize that that was possible, and there the entire time still find something new, even if it is like like a skip or a glitch.
Yeah.
I just find that really fascinating, like the whole, like, just how people break apart a game like that and figure this stuff out. Yeah, so that was actually really cool for me, is like, just a massive Metal Gear nerd, to actually indulge that and explore like the speedrunning side of it. I
Yeah.
actually really enjoyed that. And it is just insane that the entire time that would have blown like the 10-year-old me away, that you could skip half the game. But according to my brain, it's like, but the game is still like 1 million hours long. It isn't. It's quite short. So, but then again, like I don't know if that's more of a guru thing because I mean, I just googled that and it came up.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
but you've
uh,
mentioned that before, and I think we've talked about that a little bit. Is that oftentimes like some of the best tips for games will be in the speed runs, especially like the world record speed runs, because they use such innovative stuff, and you can sometimes apply that to trophy
yeah,
hunting.
I feel like I wouldn't go for the world record. I'd go for the silver. And the
Oh,
reason being,
nice.
sometimes the actual world record one is just, it's insane. And it's like you waste more time like skipping back like 2 seconds because you've missed like three things that they've done in order to
Yeah,
skip. Now, it
yeah,
is very effective, but I
sure.
feel like, show a bit of love to who came in second,
Yeah,
because theirs are maybe a little bit easier to follow. Or if you don't mind, because I know a lot of people prefer text guides and stuff like that. I think for speed runs, text guides just like I need to see it in order to execute it properly.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, no, I think you're right. I think if you're looking for a speed run, just go to the world record runs. There you go.
You can
Um,
get a lot of times they have like commentated runs, and they kind of walk you through why they did something, and that can be really handy, especially like the GDQ runs and stuff like that. They
mhm.
always have like three commentators on the couch walking you through what the runner is doing and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's very
God,
interesting.
we are dishing out knowledge here. We are
Yeah.
dishing out some serious grade A knowledge.
Well, one of my favorite things to do, or I don't watch too many, like I don't watch too many streamers or anything like that, but I do love when a game that I'm really into comes out, and I love watching how they break down the world record, or how they like
Hmm.
route it and figure out how they're going to shave time off and stuff. Because then like you're watching a live run, and you're watching them like attempt some new strategy and stuff, and
Hmm.
if it works, then they get the world record, and that's like super super amped. Yeah, I like that a lot.
So, if you have any other questions for the two gurus, let us know. We might do this more often, and maybe a question that doesn't have the answer. Use accessibility.
Yeah, you might not like the answer.
Yeah, it's just every video ends with just use accessibility. No, Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
it is so prevalent nowadays. Like, obviously when we started getting platinums, there was no accessibility modes at all. But now I guess it's so beneficial to so many people when there is an
mhm.
accessibility mode, and there's a huge focus on that in the game development side of stuff. So accessibility modes are great. They're great for being inclusive and stuff. They're also great
Yeah.
for getting plats, but they're not great for maybe the challenge. And it does, maybe I can understand some people don't like when the challenge is taken away from something,
Yeah.
because like if I got the Dead Cells plat like 3 years ago, and then someone like me came along and got the Dead Cells plat the easy way, I'd be kind of like, oh man, that's I put like so much effort into it.
It doesn't invalidate your plat, but
No, it doesn't, because the timestamps are still there and stuff. You can be like, I got it when it was hard.
just use accessibility. No, Jesus.
Yeah.
Platchums